with the wave on your faintest breeze. All your doe-eyed dreams, and your soft-belly and moon-shining face. And all the fog it will burn off to light your stovetop cigarettes. I guess this troubled, worn-out skin is just the one I'm at moment. It's where I'll stay.
We talked about this earlier about like the recurring themes in your album of like images of teeth and of dreams in your songs. And could you talk a little bit about like other common themes that run through your album and the ideas that you're playing with in each song?
Sure. The teeth was something we settled on sort of accidentally. We had there was another title that I had tossed out that nobody else liked, but it also started with T and was one word, and so that was kind of like this sort of rubric we had. And then Dan, in a fit of, I don't know, like sort of subsequently logical inspiration, threw out the word teeth, and we went with it. But it's ended up working really well because I don't think we realized it at the time, but the word teeth recurs several times in the lyrics. And so usually, when we were making the record, we kept talking about this word, the word joy, and how there's kind of a lot of joy to be experienced in life, but that it can be difficult to actually get to it or experience it because for whatever reason, anxiety or guilt or whatever it might be. And I think living in a place like New York City, which is just daily life is really crazy, that kind of struggle is kind of intensified. So it turned out also that the word teeth in the lyrics, usually came up in reference sort of in metaphorical reference to that idea. And then also, the more we thought about it, the more we liked it. I mean, it's a little grim, but your teeth are kind of the thing that that after you pass away, you know, your teeth sort of are like the part of you that lasts the longest. And so, this idea that, you know, you only live once, and so it's kind of tragic if you don't try to really embrace it as much as you can.
I wouldn't say there are too many other recurring specific like metaphors in the way that we do have teeth, and you know, but what he was talking about that sort of struggle between, you know, trying to reach for joy and fulfillment and like having difficulty getting there, that occurs in pretty much all the songs in one way or another. And you know, some of them obviously like are more up, more joyful, and some of them are, you know, more struggle, but you know, but it occurs in, there are a lot of different metaphors that reflect that, just not specifically the same ones, I would say.
Yeah.
Can you think of any others?
Well, I hadn't really thought about the idea of dreams.
Well, there's a waking world sleep thing.
Yeah.
You're able to do things in your sleep, in your dreams that it seems that you're not you necessarily, but that doesn't translate into the waking world.
I mean, I think
there's a lot of kind of darkness too. I mean, like, or a sense of maybe things happening at night sometimes, or you know, yeah. So maybe and whether or not those things are really occurring or not, like in hooves.
Mm-hmm.
Or this idea probably that there's some sort of ideal reality, right, that you can imagine, but you can't necessarily get there. You know, I think that's kind of, you know, it's really important to us to make music that feels kind of true to life, that doesn't feel like it's overly blissful or overly dark. We don't want to like be morose and wallow at all. You know, we're all feel like really, you know, happy and you know, fortunate people, but at the same, so we try to kind of reflect both of those. And I guess dreams would probably be trying to think of the way that we want things to be. You know,
on the thinking just about English class question earlier, it made me think the discussion of dreams now. There's a book by Ursula Le Guin, who's like sort of pegged as a science fiction author, but she's one of my favorite authors, and she has a book called The Lathe of Heaven that sort of treats with the idea of, are the things that you dream really the things that you want? And if you got what was in people's dreams, what kind of world would you have? And
might be scary.
it is kind of scary. It's very good. The Lathe of Heaven.
Cool.